Have you ever noticed how your body just doesn't move the way it used to? Maybe walking across the room feels slower, or getting out of bed in the morning takes a little more effort than it did a few years ago. Some days it might feel like your energy is fading, little by little, and for many of us in our 60s, 70s, or even 80s, it's tempting to think, well, I guess this is just part of aging, right? That this is how it's supposed to be. But I want to tell you something important. You don't have to accept that as your reality. Yes, our bodies change with age, but that doesn't mean we're powerless. In fact, there are simple things you can start doing today to help you feel stronger, move better, and bring back that spark of energy you thought was gone for good. And no, you don't need an expensive gym membership, complicated routines, or hours of your day to make this happen. In this video, I'm going to share 5 practical things you can do that make a real difference in your everyday life. These aren't extreme changes. They're small, manageable habits that anyone can start, no matter your age or current fitness level. Whether you want to walk a little easier, keep your balance, feel more confident in your movements, or simply get your energy back, these 5 tips are for you. Because this isn't just about living longer. It's about living better. And here's the best part. The last 2 things I'll share at the end are absolute game changers. They've helped thousands of older adults feel younger, stronger, and more independent, and they just might do the same for you. So if you're tired of feeling stiff, tired of slowing down, or tired of hearing that this is just part of getting old, I invite you to stick around. You don't have to settle. Your best years can still be ahead of you. Let's get started, and trust me, your future self will thank you for it. Tip 1, sleep well. Let's talk about something that a lot of people overlook. Sleep. Not just how long you sleep, but how well you sleep. You see, as we get older, sleep becomes more than just a way to recharge. It becomes one of the most important foundations of our overall health. And yet, so many seniors think poor sleep is just part of aging. Waking up multiple times at night, tossing and turning, feeling groggy even after 8 hours in bed. Sound familiar? But here's the truth. You don't have to settle for poor sleep. Getting older doesn't mean giving up restful nights. In fact, it's all the more reason to prioritize quality sleep, because your body heals when you sleep. It restores energy, repairs tissue, supports your immune system, and even keeps your memory sharp. Yes, real rest actually helps you think clearer, feel calmer, and move better throughout the day. When you don't get enough restful sleep, little things start to slip. You feel more forgetful, you're more irritable, and even simple tasks feel harder. And if you've been there, you know it's exhausting, both physically and emotionally. The good news? A few small changes can make a huge difference. Start by creating a calm, quiet space in your bedroom. Dim the lights an hour before bed. Turn off screens. Yes, that means the TV, phone, and tablet, because the blue light keeps your brain wired when it should be winding down. If you can, try a warm bath, light stretching, or even a few minutes of deep breathing before bed. These signals tell your body it's time to relax. And if you wake up during the night, don't panic. Try breathing deeply and focusing on something peaceful instead of grabbing your phone or turning on the TV. Also, try to keep your sleep schedule consistent, even on weekends. That rhythm helps your body learn when it's time to sleep and when it's time to rise. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's a gift you give to your future self. When you start sleeping better, everything else, your energy, your mood, even your balance, begins to improve. So tonight, give yourself permission to wind down. You deserve rest. Your mind and body will thank you for it tomorrow. Tip 2, move more, sit less. Let me ask you something, and be honest. How much time do you spend sitting each day? Between the kitchen table, the recliner, the car, and maybe a bit of TV time. It adds up faster than we realize. And don't worry, you're not alone. Most of us fall into the habit. Sitting is easy, comfortable, and after a certain age, it just feels like the natural thing to do. But here's the thing. Too much sitting, it can slowly chip away at your health, and it often happens without warning. Now, I'm not here to tell you to run a marathon or join a gym. That's not what this is about. This is about awareness and small movement habits that can change your life. Because when you sit for long periods, your circulation slows down, your muscles weaken, and your joints stiffen. Over time, something as simple as getting out of a chair or walking to the kitchen can start to feel like a real challenge. But here's the good news. You can reverse that trend starting today. What you need isn't hours of exercise. What you need is to move more throughout your day. It can be simple. Stand up every hour and stretch for 30 seconds. March in place while the coffee brews. Walk around the house during commercial breaks. If you're on the phone, walk around instead of sitting still. These small things may seem silly, but they really add up. Think of movement like medicine. It keeps your blood flowing, your muscles active, and your mind sharper. And it's not just physical. Staying active can improve your mood, help you sleep better, and reduce feelings of anxiety or depression. Plus, it keeps you more independent, which is something we all want to hold on to as we age. So don't let the chair steal your strength. Start with baby steps, literally. Take a few more steps each day. Stand up, stretch, walk around the room. Make it a habit. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to be intentional. Remember, every minute you spend moving is a minute you're investing in your future health. So let's move. Not because we have to, but because we still can. Tip 3. Get some sunlight. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you stepped outside just to feel the sun on your face? You'd be surprised how powerful a few minutes of sunlight can be, especially as we get older. See, sunlight isn't just about warmth or brightness. It actually plays a crucial role in our health, particularly when it comes to something many of us don't think about enough: vitamin D. Now, vitamin D is one of those silent helpers in the body. It keeps our bones strong, supports our immune system, and even helps with mood and energy levels. But here's the kicker. As we age, our bodies get less efficient at making vitamin D from the sun. That means we need to be a little more intentional about getting it. And here's the good news. You don't need hours outside or a fancy outdoor routine. Just 10 to 15 minutes of natural sunlight a day can make a huge difference. That's it. A short walk in the morning. Sitting on the porch with a cup of coffee, tending to your garden. Even standing near a sunny window helps more than you think. You might also notice that on days when you get outside, you sleep better, feel more upbeat, and maybe even have a little extra pep in your step. That's not a coincidence. Sunlight helps regulate your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that tells your body when it's time to be alert and when it's time to rest. Now, of course, be smart about it. Protect your skin. A little sunscreen, a hat, or a light layer if you're out longer than a few minutes. But don't be afraid to embrace that natural light, because truthfully, it's one of the easiest, most cost-effective health boosters out there. So if you've been spending most of your time indoors lately, I want to gently encourage you, step outside today, even if just for 5 minutes. Let your skin breathe. Feel the breeze. Let the sun remind you that you're alive and that each day brings a new chance to move, smile, and take care of yourself. Your body craves sunlight, and giving it just a little each day is a simple, beautiful way to stay strong and grounded, inside and out. Tip 4, strengthen your legs with simple exercises. Now let's talk about something we don't think enough about: your legs. You use them every day to get around, to get out of bed, to climb the stairs, even just to stand up from a chair. But as we age, it's common to notice that our legs don't feel as steady or strong as they used to. Maybe your knees ache a little more. Maybe walking across the room feels slower or more tiring. And maybe you've started to worry about things like balance or falling. If that sounds familiar, I want to tell you, you're not alone. But even more importantly, you're not powerless. Here's the truth. You don't need a gym, a trainer, or a complicated workout plan to build stronger, more reliable legs. What you do need is consistency and a few simple exercises you can do at home. Let's start small. One of my favorites is the sit-to-stand exercise. Just sit in a sturdy chair and stand up, then slowly sit back down. Do this a few times a day, and you'll start building strength where it really counts: your thighs, your glutes, and your balance. Another great one is leg lifts. Sit in a chair and extend one leg out straight, hold it for a few seconds, then lower it. Switch sides. You'll feel your muscles working right away, and this simple move helps protect your knees and improve stability. If you're comfortable standing, Try some mini squats while holding on to the back of a chair for support. Just a small bend in the knees and back up. It doesn't need to be deep, just enough to engage those leg muscles. And don't forget about ankle rolls and calf raises. These improve circulation and help with coordination, especially if your legs feel stiff after sitting. The key? Start slow and stay consistent. Even 5 minutes a day can make a world of difference over time. And as your legs get stronger, you'll feel more confident doing the things you love. Gardening, walking with friends, playing with the grandkids, or just moving around without fear. You deserve that kind of freedom, and it all starts with simple, gentle movement that works with your body, not against it. So go ahead, give your legs some attention today. Strengthen them, support them, and remind yourself you're still capable of building strength no matter your age. Tip 5. Practice yoga or Tai Chi for lasting balance and peace. All right, let's finish strong with something truly special. Yoga and Tai Chi. Now, if you're thinking, that's not for me, hold on just a minute, because what I'm about to share might surprise you. Yoga and Tai Chi aren't about twisting yourself into a pretzel or doing handstands. They're about gentle, controlled movement, calm breathing, and reconnecting with your body in a way that feels good, especially as we age. You see, as we get older, it's not just about strength, it's about balance, flexibility, and peace of mind. And that's exactly where yoga and Tai Chi shine. Let's start with Tai Chi. You've probably seen it, slow, flowing movements that look almost like a dance. It's often called meditation in motion, and for good reason. It helps improve balance, reduce the risk of falls, and boost your energy without stressing your joints. Just a few minutes a day can help you feel more grounded, more steady, and more centered. And then there's yoga. Now again, this isn't the kind of yoga you see on social media with people balancing on one hand. I'm talking about chair yoga, gentle yoga, the kind that meets you exactly where you are. It focuses on stretching, breathing, and calming your nervous system. It's fantastic for reducing stiffness, easing back or joint pain, and even improving your sleep. What I love most is that both of these practices help you slow down. They remind your body how to move with ease and your mind how to breathe through the stress. They're about more than just exercise. They're about well-being. The best part? You don't need fancy equipment, just a quiet corner of your home, a sturdy chair or yoga mat, and a few minutes to yourself. And here's something else to keep in mind. Studies show that older adults who practice yoga or Tai Chi regularly often report less pain, better moods, and even improved memory. Why? Because these gentle movements support your brain, your body, and your emotional health, all at once. So if you've been feeling stiff, anxious, or just a little off balance lately, give it a try. Even 10 minutes a day can make a huge difference. You're never too old to try something new, and you're definitely not too old to feel calm, steady, and strong. Yoga and Tai Chi aren't about perfection. They're about progress, peace, and presence. Give yourself that gift. Your body and mind will thank you. So there you have it. 5 simple, powerful things you can start doing today to feel better, move easier, and live with more energy and confidence in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Let's do a quick recap. Prioritize your sleep, because real healing starts at night. Sit less, move more. Every step you take adds up. Get outside and soak up the sunlight. Your body needs it more than you think. Try simple leg exercises. Even a few minutes a day can rebuild your strength. Practice yoga or Tai Chi for balance, peace, and a deeper connection to your body. These aren't extreme workouts or expensive solutions. They're gentle shifts, small, meaningful habits that make a big difference over time. And the best part? It's never too late to start. Whether you're 60, 70, or well into your 80s, your body still responds to care, movement, and love. Now, before you go, I want to ask you something. If you found this video helpful, would you please hit that like button? It really helps us reach more people who might need this information too. And if you haven't already, take a second to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video like this one. We're building a supportive space here, full of wisdom, encouragement, and tools to help you live better, stronger, and more peacefully as you age. Thank you so much for watching and spending time with me today. I appreciate you more than you know. And remember, your age doesn't define your limits. It reveals your strength. Take care, stay active, and I'll see you in the next video.